So we've talked about what you've been doing at KKR, sort of the principles of how it works. How specifically has it applied in this specific instance?
So what we do each time, and what we've done in the case of Charter NextGen, is we lay the foundation of a different type of culture, which is ownership. So we made every employee at Charter NextGen a stockholder in the company. It's a free incremental benefit. It's also important to note it's a meaningful amount of stock. So we are hoping at Charter NextGen, now this is equity, it's risk, it's not a guarantee, but if we hit our plan, that we can show people a path to earning 100% of their income in stock. Now that's just the foundation. Really the purpose of it is to change the culture, to get people more engaged on the job, to get people to think like business owners.
So Kathy, take it from your side of it.
Yes.
You were a successful company before Pete came along. It's not like you were struggling, about to go belly up. What did you see in this opportunity that otherwise you might not have seen from somebody else?
Well, first of all, this is a dream for me to be able to offer equity ownership to every employee. I look at it, every single employee is part of the success of the company. It's a team sport. So it doesn't make sense that you would only reward the top executives, the top 5% with equity. So the opportunity to give equity to everyone aligns the incentives. So now everyone has the same incentive, which is to create value for the long term. You know, when you give an employee who's living on an hourly wage the opportunity to build that nest egg, that's life-changing. And that's our goal here, is to really have an amazing outcome and give them that nest egg. Pensions have largely gone away, so there's no opportunity to get ahead. I think about the cash compensation, that's what you use to pay your bills. The equity is what you use to create wealth.
How big a difference could this make in some of your employees' lives? You mentioned before, you get a paycheck to pay the bills, but it's very hard to amass capital, to amass wealth. How good could this be for some of your employees, do you think, or hope?
Life-changing. I mean, when you're living paycheck to paycheck, you know, 40% of Americans have less than $400. They're one car repair bill, one medical emergency away from financial devastation. Think about building a nest egg of $50,000, $100,000. There are employees who have said, this will end generational poverty in my family. And I mean, that's inspiring to me. That, you know, yes, I have been a private equity sponsored CEO for 13 years now. I've sold the company before. This one to me is the most special. This is the one that I know I'm going to work the hardest on, and I know my team is going to work the hardest on.
How far can this go? I mean, you must believe in it because I think you've got a documentary in the process, right?
I'm fully committed. I am going to do my best, and I know our people will too. This has created such an esprit de corps in the company, and you know, what I think is really important as a leader is to take the people metrics as seriously as you take the business metrics.